Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Halton Hills housing update. So this can definitely be the week that we mark a massive change due to everything going on in the economy and with COVID. We saw some pretty dramatic decreases in sales. And again, our inventory is continuing to climb. So let's dive into the numbers and see what happened this week. So in Georgetown this week, we only had 3 properties sell. That is a very low number. One of them still managed to sell over asking, which was in the opening price point townhomes around the 600,000 mark, but not significantly over asking. And so we are definitely feeling the impact of COVID this week. We had 10 new properties. So again, listings are far outpacing sales. As we're anticipating, we're just gonna see inventory continuing to climb as buyers are sort of waiting this out if it's not an urgent move. So in Acton this week, we had 4 properties sell, which is definitely a high number for Acton. One of them sold over asking, so I'm not sure what's driving that. We only had 2 new listings, so sales outpaced listings, which is interesting based on the dramatic numbers we saw in Georgetown. So we're just gonna have to watch and see what happens in Acton. In Limehouse, Glen Williams, and in rural Halton Hills, we had no sales this week. And in terms of new listings in those areas, we had 1 new listing in Limehouse and 1 new listing in rural Halton Hills, and nothing in Glen Williams. So in terms of active inventory, we are up to over 130 active listings right now. Again, significantly higher than we were 5-6 weeks ago and up from last week as well, which is no surprise based on the fact that our new listings continue to outpace our sales the last few weeks. In Georgetown, we have 76 active listings. The interesting thing now is 41 of those, so the far majority of listings are under that 900,000 mark, which is our price point that usually is really moving and you can't pick up a property in. So lots of options in those price points, but again, I think buyers are just, if it's not urgent, I think they kind of want to see what's going to happen here. In Acton, our inventory is down because of our sales last week, so there's 19 active listings. Glen Williams remains the same at 7 active listings. Limehouse has 3 listings, and rural is sitting at 26 listings. There are a few under $1 million, which we haven't seen in a while in terms of rural Halton Hills. But again, everything is just slow in the rural markets when our in-town markets slow down. So as you can see from those numbers, this is definitely not going to be our typical April. This is usually one of our busiest months in the year, and it is the exact opposite of that right now. The mandate and the current protocols we're under are going to be continuing through to the end of April. I think the numbers are going to be pretty dramatic when we do our recap of April numbers, but we kind of can't change what's happening right now. So we're just gonna have to keep watching and seeing how this impacts. Some properties are still selling, so let's just hope for the best and stay positive and just follow the rules, and hopefully our real estate market and our lives can get back to normal ASAP. So I hope this was helpful this week. So I'll be back next Tuesday to update what happens this week. Have a great week, guys.